their fists. Bonnie and Mandy. Make sure you're always watching, or you could miss it if they ever kiss. Those two wildflowers did what they had to do, and now they're free. And it's gonna be as wide as it can be, with no apology. Bonnie, Scalisi, and Mandy Jones, Wildflowers. Wildflowers.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're looking live at the Wildflowers. I'm Mandy Jones, the comedian, and as always, next to me is the beautiful.
Hi, Bonnie Scalisi. How are you, everybody? Welcome.
This is the 47th episode of this show.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
and that doesn't have the other show we did together in another network.
Our former
so
name.
we've been together. We realized we were together when what we're going to talk about, my sister came to our produced show.
Yes.
And that was the last time she came to a produced show, she met you, was 2 years ago. And we were together before that. So we've been together for a long time.
Yes, that was when we were newlyweds.
Yeah.
When we were new. Because Michael was like, wait a minute, when have you met her sister? Because I guess Michael had never met your sister before?
Well, he met her, but at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he's like,
only
wait a
one
minute.
other time.
He's like,
only one other time. And I've been dating him for almost 2.5 years, and he only met my sister on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's it. So this was the second time.
Yeah. So.
And that was at the Long Island Laugh Off. I had gotten to the second round, which my co-host, buddy from Coasters is there tonight in the second round.
Will Romero.
And if I wasn't here, I would be there.
Yes.
And
Dana McAllister.
Dana and Eli Velasquez, they're all going up tonight.
I'm having Dana on Friday.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
On Calamity Jones Hour. That'll be from 9 to 10. So yeah, good luck to all those guys.
So all of our friends.
Laugh Off. I'm sure by the time we get off, I guess a little bit after we get off, they'll post pictures of everyone on stage.
Oh, I'm sure. I never like to ask, because if somebody didn't make it, then
no, you
they're
don't
not in the mood
you
to
just
talk.
Gotta look at
you just figure it out yourself.
Hopefully a winner or a loser posted a picture of who.
Well, you figure it out.
To the semifinals, you should be thankful that you've made it to the semifinals.
Yeah, even if you have the courage to do it at all.
Exactly. That's what I said to Bonnie. I was like, dude, you went up there and you showed your stuff. Like that's a winner to me. If you don't, I didn't even try. That's a real loser.
No. So I just want to say a quick hello to a couple of people watching.
Yeah.
Bill Hansen, how are you? He's saying hi to us. Your mom, Mary Underhill, Robin DeVito, who we love. We missed you last night, Robin, but we hope you're feeling better. David Lange, how are you? And we wanted to talk, and Bruno, of course. Yes. Hi, Bruno.
And wanted to talk. Thank you for coming to the show as well. Go ahead,
yes, and hi, Alan Streisfeld. We wanted to talk about our show that we produced. This is the third show that we produced at G's Club. And we're very proud of the headliners and the people who have been in the show, of course. But the first show we had Terry McNeely. The second show we had Peaches Rodriguez. And was it last night or the night before?
It was Monday night.
Monday night. So 2 nights ago, we had Joe DeVito, who headlined our show, and he was amazing. He tried out a whole bunch of new stuff, and he was great. And Mandy did a great job hosting.
Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you. You did a great job featuring. We had such a good time. And what was the coolest part of all of it was there were 10 comics not on the card that came to support the show. They had either been on previous shows like Esther Lou Pratt's, Andrea Bryant, or they were comics that were coming to put their name in the hat, like Johnny Lambros and Peter Nidick. I know how to say his name now. And there were a couple others.
Richard Parisi.
Richard Parisi and Donna Moran.
And
now they'll all get spots on. We have to actually make September and October shows booked out because the card is full we can't just put all the people on one show. It'll be
and we do round robin. We round robin because Bruce Jacobs had gotten the raffle the last show with Peaches Rodriguez, I believe.
Yes.
And then 12 people put their name in the hat. I think it was 12. And he had done it before, but his name got picked, so he went up there again.
And Les Bayer, who went up, who I was like, oh, hey, Les, let me put your name in the hat. And he goes, no, I didn't even bring my banjo. I'm just here to support the venue
that's so nice.
and to hear some jokes. So it was just so awesome to have a comic just come in because Monday night it's something to do. And there's no cover down there. It's really just to drum up some local business. So, Bonnie, you want to tell them who the headliner is for the next one?
Oh, the headliner for the next one is Chris Monte.
Yeah, Chris Monte.
And on next week's show, we have Jackie the Jokeman.
Yes.
And the week after, we have Connie and Chrissy. They have a show of their own. And actually, they were kind of an inspiration of me, like having us just
Well, no,
be
wait,
girls.
that's our week off, right? No?
Uh-oh.
The week that the 18th is when I'm not
all right,
here.
I messed up.
Yeah.
So I have to message them.
All right, yeah. It's the following week.
I messed up.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
I'll be away,
hopefully
but
they
my
can do it.
husband will be home, so don't ransack my house.
That's right.
No, it's not even. I'm not even kidding. I'm going away with my dad.
All right. So I just texted them the wrong thing. So I will fix that. But anyway, Michelle Astor is tuning in. Her podcast is Disturbed and Confused
on Tuesday nights.
And Patty Marie was saying that she missed Joe, and she came, but she left before he came on, and then we just want to ask you to please press the share button right now. Everybody, just press the share button. And we're just going to quickly tell some places that we're going to be.
Yes.
So do you want to go first?
Yes. All right. So the two that I want to plug coming up are Saturday coming up, August 7th, if you can believe that already. Hopwinds Brewery in Bayshore, which, Bonnie, you already played there. You said that was an awesome venue.
It was a great crowd, too.
Bayshore is not too far from here. So Suffolk people, get at me for tickets about that one. That's on Saturday coming up, the 7th. Hopwinds Brewery in Bayshore. And then on September 24th, in the Little Room, Bonnie and I will be back with our favorite. We have so many favorites, but one of our favorites, Terry McNeely.
And we must sell tickets. So we have to get you guys to get in to fill up that room.
Tickets are already available, and the thing is that is the Little Room, and we are known to sell that room out when it's us and Terry. So get your tickets before we sell it out.
And then we're going to get to our guests, and just two more quick plugs. On August 21st, I will be at Club 121. A John Butera produced show, and that venue is gorgeous.
Nice.
And the headliner is Paul Bond.
Oh, he's awesome.
And then on August 29th, I'll be with Steve Rocco Perillo, produces a free show, as we do, at Napper Tandy's in Northport.
Oh, nice.
So I will be there. So I think that's it. So are we ready to get to our guests?
Yeah.
And my boyfriend is tuning in. Hi, Michael. How are you?
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so our guest tonight, he is a comedian, DJ, and radio host of WGBB. Also, he is a manager for a Long Island 80s arena rock band, and the name of the band is called I Rock, I-R-O-C-K. Joey Pertoni.
Woo!
You did it right, man. Nice job. Thank you.
Did I say it right?
You did it
I would
great.
screw up everyone's name.
Welcome, Joey.
Thank you for having me, man. This is awesome.
You're awesome.
It's like a reunion because we go back to the roots of when that was my first comedy class that we were in together.
With John Truson.
With John Truson,
Yeah,
yes.
That was awesome.
Yeah, so I know you from that.
How many years ago was that?
That was like three and a half years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was my start. Three and a half years ago.
Yeah, because I'm going on 4 years. So yeah, me and you started on that same time.
Yeah,
That's
in the
crazy.
summer. So it's like, yeah, and I think it had to have been the summer. I don't. It was so long ago.
It was the summer.
Yeah. So
I do remember it was the summer.
It's yeah.
And you're a man of so many hats. I mean, you finished a book. You wrote a book.
I was right. Yes.
And did you
yeah,
publish it?
I have it.
Okay.
I don't want to waste time. It's definitely going to get published and stuff.
Okay.
The next step. But there's so many things that pop in my head that should go in that book. So
is it done?
You ever write something when you it's done. If I want to be
I know,
quick,
but now that you're thinking about it, you're
it's like,
wait a minute.
Yeah, I can't.
You're like, wait a minute, what if?
Exactly.
What if the whole time the mother?
Right, right. My mind is constantly
actually-
going. It's like I don't know if it's done. It could be done.
Yeah,
if I
wow,
die tomorrow,
yeah.
it's done.
I was just saying, Patty was nice enough to give me a book, and I was just telling Mandy that I can't even read
Yeah,
my
Bonnie
own
walks-
books, so I gave it to Mandy to give back to Patty. But Patty, I love you for thinking of me. But our topic tonight is jealousy,
And
which is a trigger for me.
Ooh.
But
well, the reason I asked Jay what he wanted to talk about, and so first of all, let's talk about how pets are basically members of the family.
Absolutely.
You know, some people they can't have kids and they have fur babies, or they have kids and they have their fur babies. They have a stocking for the dog. Dogs are wearing outfits.
Mhm.
And so what? You guys just got a new puppy at your house?
My daughter's sweet 16 was in December,
Okay.
and at that time it was like lockdown. You couldn't have parties really. I think
Right.
it was kind of lockdownish.
Right. So how can we celebrate?
Sweet 16. Now I'm a DJ. I've been DJing for like 25, 30 years.
Yep.
And I DJed like hundreds of sweet 16s, and now it's my daughter's sweet 16. I can't do it.
Oh,
Quarantine. You're like, there's the one thing I was going to save money on.
The only thing in the world that she would want, and believe it or not, even a convertible Mercedes would. The only thing in the world that she would want would be a dog.
Okay.
When she was younger,
you have
she
to
was
give her
allergic-
that then.
Right. So it was
Did
actually
you guys have puppies when you were kids?
we had,
She was kids?
when she was younger, maybe in like first and second grade, we had a puppy and she was allergic to it.
Okay.
Oh,
It was pretty bad. Like she had scratching.
Oh my
She had-
God,
yeah, she was
okay.
sleeping at night scratching. But the dog also slept in the bedroom with her,
Okay.
and we also had carpets.
Yeah, okay.
So we ripped the carpets up, put the wood floor down, and all that stuff. But we got rid of the dog.
Yeah,
we gave
yeah.
the dog to a good friend of mine's sister,
Okay.
and so we're able to see the dog whenever we want. Anyway, a long story short, so now she's 16. So that's second grade. What's second grade? How old is that? It's 8.
yeah, usually
Oh,
about
yeah,
8 or
yeah,
9.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a risk.
Yeah.
It's a risk. It was a Saturday night. My wife and I were in Ace Hardware looking at Christmas decorations 50% off. I'm like, should I get this blow up? Yeah. And in my head, my daughter's in the car, waiting for us to come out. So we're just going to grab something. And I look at my wife, and I'm in my head, her birthday's on Monday. So it's a Saturday. Her birthday's Monday.
Yeah.
And I looked at my wife and said, man, maybe we should get her a dog. My wife almost fell over because I'm the asshole who would
Yeah.
not let her get a dog. Because
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm the
Because
guy-
you would be the one that would be walking it, feeding it, or
No. I just was
Yeah. You were just,
seeing her go through what she went through. I was like, "There's no way in hell we're getting a dog."
Yeah.
But just the way the world's going now, I'm like, "Okay, let's just get a dog."
Yeah.
So that was Saturday night. That Sunday, we went up to some place in Huntington, and it was meant to be because my wife sat down. You take dogs into this little area, you sit down, and it was like maybe the first or second dog she sat down with. I'm like, I knew in my head that's the one.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a cool story because we put the dog back to check out another dog, and we didn't like it. And then the owner was in there, and the owner walked by me. He's like, "Hey," I told him, "It's my daughter's sweet 16. We got to get a dog." I go, "We really like a dog, but somebody else is petting it right now." He goes, "Which one?" I go, "That room over there." He looks at me and goes, "All right." And they wanted it,
Yeah.
right?
so
me and my wife-
now it's a dog war.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Storage wars, bidding war with
Yeah.
the puppy.
So my wife and I are like, we screwed up. We put it back because I'm like,
We should. One of
well,
us
we-
should have stayed with the dog
Right.
that we were loving. That's
Oh, boy.
ours
you don't want
now.
to you don't want to buy the first dog that you see. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
It's
want to be.
it's kind of
easy-
like
you don't- it's like
kind
a
of
car.
like a car or a mate. You don't just
Yeah,
pick
you
the
don't wanna
first
be
one
an
that comes
easy
around.
lay.
I don't want to interrupt, but I just wanted to say that Will Romero is tuning in, and we were just talking about Will. Good luck to you.
Yes,
We're thinking of
we were
you.
just saying how,
And
we
John-
hope all you do well.
John David Lambrose Jr.
Oh yeah, was at the show and is going to be on the October.
Oh,
'cause
awesome.
He can't make September. I was like, we'll get you on future show. He's like, I can't even do September. I was like, all right, perfect. So he'll be one of the ones that's on the October card.
And there was one other name that I wasn't sure of, but he R. Leonard Halamando. How are you?
We're doing well. How are you?
Yeah,
sir?
thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time, share the show.
Welcome, welcome if you found us. So the
but
dog.
what does the dog have to do with jealousy?
Yeah.
all right. So, it's a cool story. Let me
So
finish.
finish, yeah.
Two seconds. I know I could go on with stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So
Is it done?
so we're gonna leave the store. We're gonna leave because I'm like, I don't want that dog.
Yeah,
I don't want that
no,
dog.
it's not meant to be.
Yeah.
Another couple already grabbed
We'll leave
it.
it,
We
yes.
we snoozed.
And I'm looking at my wife. She's like, we fucked up. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, there's other places around here.
Yeah,
We're in
yeah,
Huntington. On Jerka Turnpike's got some place.
Yeah.
So I turn around and like a football, the owner walked past me, put it in my gut, and kept walking. I swear on my life, that's what happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he wanted you to have the dog.
Because
Yeah.
he knew the story.
He knew the story. I told him the whole story.
Exactly. They just felt they can go get another puppy.
Yeah.
He
took
knew.
it from them.
Yeah, you guys went.
Walked by, didn't talk to me.
Oh,
just
Johnny Lambert.
handoff.
Oops, okay.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool, man.
Aw. And so then.
So that was it. It was ours. Yeah.
Aw, that's
so no
great.
questions asked. It was
So
meant
now,
to be.
is it a hypoallergenic dog, or
It is.
she's just been okay?
No.
it's
Well,
a-
both.
okay.
The other one was hypoallergenic too, but
Oh, really? But
It
she
was,
still
yeah.
had.
but also I think having the dog sleep in the bedroom with carpets. and-
Yeah.
So this
yeah.
dog's not allowed upstairs.
Okay, that's good.
So she does. You know,
I think it gave my dog a complex living upstairs, being able to go upstairs.
Yeah.
We never slept in the bed, but when it went upstairs, it got all fucked up. In the
Oh, really?
bed. Yeah,
yeah.
I
so-
think something to do with that. But yeah, so it's better.
Yeah.
But you have a jealousy issue with the dog.
Yeah. So long story short, all right. So now the dog's in the house. You know, we
It's
surprised her. on her
adorable.
316.
We love her.
Yeah.
So, but she was obviously loved that she got a dog.
Well, the best part is, I'll show you the video sometime, is that when I handed her the box on the Sweet 16, she had no idea what the hell was in it. It was wrapped up like a present. And her and her sister were on the couch. As I put it down, when it was on her knees, she felt something move and she went, you know, like, and when she opened it, it was, I got to show you the video. It was
crying.
insane. Oh, man.
Oh my God.
It was-
I'm going to
it's
cry.
she was
I'm
like,
envisioning getting a puppy in a freaking box right now.
She's like, can we keep it? Can we keep it? Is this a joke? Is it a joke?
Oh, no.
So now that's for my daughter, right? She loves dogs. That's for my daughter. That's my
Yeah.
daughter's dog, right?
Yeah.
It's awesome. Not so fast. That's where the craziness comes in my house.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a Shih Tzu and
Oh, I had Shih Tzu
So
growing
it's a
up.
small dog.
something else. Yeah, I can show you a picture of it. So it turns out my wife loves dogs more than my daughter, and the dog loves my daughter first. That's definite.
Yeah.
But the dog's attached to my wife.
They sense who's queen of the house.
They can.
And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though it's a he or she, the dog.
It's
the
a girl. Yeah, it's a girl.
Yeah. So even though she knows she loves your daughter, she knows that your wife's queen bee.
Right.
She knows that. Like, you know
Right.
what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like of the
She
household.
knows. She senses it.
Yeah, I'm sure she even knows that you're the king of the house.
She don't budge when I walk by. She'll be sleeping. I walk by. My wife walks by. She jumps up and runs after her. So I'll give you a perfect example of tonight. That we're going out for dinner tonight because there's nothing in the house to eat. Zero. There's nothing. And you know, if my wife's watching this, she'll kill me. But there's nothing. It's not her fault. She's working.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming her. I go to the store and buy food, but there's really nothing in it. But not for the dog. The dog's got a pantry and it's packed. And it's not just packed with
like apocalypse
Yeah,
packed,
it's
like
packed.
snacks.
yeah, and it's top of the line dog food. That dog food.
Snickers for dogs.
That dog food.
Cannabis for dogs.
Yeah, it costs more than our shopping bill of a family
Monthly
of five.
budget.
It's
Whoa.
all organic.
So the
crap.
dog comes first. But our friend Cedric Hook says he likes Rottweilers. I guess.
Oh, Rottweilers, yeah.
Yeah,
but-
it's all a
yeah,
matter of
they're-
taste.
They're like, honestly, look like little bears. I honestly, at this point, I've been thinking about a Yorkie because
They're
my
nice.
friend had Yorkies that were great. I had a Shih Tzu that I loved, but then my aunt had a Shih Tzu that didn't like men and just bit men. So that's,
I think
that's
you
not
can't
good.
put that on all Shih Tzus. That's like saying that all ethnicities. But Robin
That's
DeVito
like
has a
saying all
question for you.
Mexicans
What?
are-
Right. Robin DeVito,
at the Wild
I think she
Olympics.
saw you on Calamity Jones
Yes,
because she
that's
said,
right.
"Does Joey still have to wear a mask to bed?"
No, he's been saved of that.
Yeah, no, I brush my teeth now, so we're good.
Uh,
No, I don't
So-
because
so-
she follows the guidelines, whatever it is.
yeah,
I was
see,
the only one leaving the house back then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
he was
So,
in the
you know what I'm
front
saying?
lines.
Like,
it was the uncertain times.
it was
It was
so-
2020.
I was actually cleaning my groceries before we came in. I
I know people were Lysoling their
Yeah.
their
Yeah,
freaking apples
everybody
before
was-
they bit into them.
My
No
na-
one knew what was going on.
I'm
Yeah.
out there with 409 spraying each freaking packs of cereal.
So as far as the dog and the jealousy, are you jealous of the attention your wife gives the dog? Is that's what it comes down to?
Well,
I never knew what jealousy was. I don't think I've ever been jealous in my life. So I never knew what it was, but I guess that's what I'm feeling. I guess I'm feeling, because she's saying, you're jealous of a dog, at night,
And my boyfriend's going, bad topic. should switch topics. Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
go
We
ahead.
have to, it's the green-eyed monster inside of all of us that we
Yeah.
have to identify.
Yeah, well, no, it's not. I guess
This
the
is
feeling.
therapy tonight.
It's a therapy lesson.
Hi, Nancy Weems.
Yeah, so the dog, when I go to bed at night, my wife's walking the dog. She walks in before we go to bed. So I go to bed.
Before she walks you.
Yeah. So my dog's not around. And then I wake up in the morning and she's walking the dog. So I don't see my wife before or after work, really, And
How long does she walk the dog for? What does she take him, like, for a mile?
yeah.
A mile run?
So to get attention around the house, I started pissing on the carpet.
That's a good joke.
Well,
I like that.
It's actually how I feel, though.
Well, you had
Comedy
also-
comes from real life.
Yeah.
Well, you had also said that they were hand feeding the dog after surgery.
Oh, right. What happened was I had a hernia surgery, right? I came back from a hernia surgery, and I came home. The doctor said, "Take it easy. Don't get, don't
Yeah, don't
eat soft
extend,
stuff,
yeah.
whatever." Yeah. So I'm sitting on the couch, reclined on the couch, and I'm waiting for my wife. She's working from home, so I'm not bashing her too much. She works from home, but she takes breaks,
Yeah.
right? So I'm thinking she's gonna probably make me breakfast soon. I'm like hanging out. I hear her making eggs. I'm like, "Oh, cool. She's making something in there, right?"
It was for the dog.
Oh yeah. And
Aw.
yeah, it was for the dog.
No, you have to give attention to both. So now our audience is having a dog debate over big dogs versus small dogs.
Oh, here we
So
go.
Johnny, I'm sorry, I didn't recognize your name when it's so official. John David Lambros. Johnny, I know who you are. I'm sorry. So he
You're
said
covering
anything
it,
small
man.
enough to toss over a fence is not a real dog, which
I
I think is
I would-
hilarious.
I would kind of agree with that, but it's,
I mean,
it's
it's
not.
fine.
It's not my kind of.
Yeah.
It's a great dog, though. I don't want to bash the dog, but
I just had a dog that was like 40 pounds. He was a foster dog, and he turned on me, and he actually attacked me, and I was the hand that fit him.
wow.
Like, so I just was like, I'm just like sketchy around dogs now,
Okay.
especially if
Because
people,
you've been burned by one.
yes, and
Yep.
and see, part of that is like that's like a jealousy thing that I have to deal with because I see people with their dogs and like it's like, oh, why can't I have a puppy? And like me and my husband even think that having a puppy would be totally different because something probably happened to this dog.
Absolutely.
And the lady pushed it off on me because when I saw him on social media
Right.
after I relinquished the dog,
Right.
and she posted the dog back on social media as like, oh, great with kids and
Right.
puppy like spirit,
Right,
and
It's
right.
kind of like dating,
Yeah.
leaving out all the
Yeah.
red flags
exactly
and acting like it's a great
and,
thing.
And honestly, if anyone wants to make an app out there, I really figured out that there's like needs to be like a Carfax for dogs with like dog bites.
With a
There's
background.
really
Background check.
there's really no way to choose.
They make the people do the background checks. I remember to get a cat. I think it was easier to get a gun. You had to have references and people saying that you like just to get. I got 2 little black cats years ago, and I had to get like references, and they were calling, and they actually called these people and like, is she responsible?
They wanna
And,
check taxes from last
Yeah.
year.
For
I
a
could-
cat.
for a cat.
Wow.
For 2 cats. So
Jeez.
Nancy Weems says her dog thinks it's a coyote, and yes, yeah,
Well,
some of
that
them,
was Bentley too. My dog was a hound. He always was loud.
and everybody wants to know the dog's name,
Winnie.
Winnie.
Like
Win-
Winnie the Pooh or like Winnie Cooper.
Like Winnie the Pooh.
I like that. That
That was the name.
Yeah. So
Because I did think Winnie Cooper initially.
So Robin, what do you mean cat background is ridiculous? A cat is a living creature. And Liz, to be at least 21
Yeah,
years old,
yeah, and
you
if
have
I-
to have a responsible person,
Yeah,
not
and
to
I
throw
will-
it back out into the street.
Well, and also I want to know if the dog has bitten someone.
Absolutely, you should know.
Either A, it should be killed, or B, it should be on a farm somewhere up where there's gentlemen and women who love dealing with dogs that are essentially, like behavioral issue dogs
Yeah,
that
yeah,
need
that have issues.
long places to run, and they need some sort of regimen,
Right.
and they can't be in there because the thing that they
That's a dog that has special needs.
yeah, exactly.
And
exactly.
just like a child, you should know that information if you want to adopt them ahead of time.
And honestly, it was something that I had to deal with grief-wise, where it was like dog was mentally ill. It wasn't something that I did wrong because everyone asked me like, what did you do? What did you change about
Right.
it?
No,
And
Right,
no,
it's your
it's not
fault.
your fault.
we literally had moved recently, and I was like, nothing. We got a bigger house. I
Right,
don't
right,
know.
right.
I don't know.
Don't blame me.
He's got a second chair in the living room now. I don't know what's changed
Right.
for him particularly.
So Michelle Asta has a parrot, and her parrot thinks it's a dog, and it barks all day long.
Oh my goodness.
So it's so funny. This show is turning from a show about jealousy to a
It's
show about pets.
Well, this is,
Which is
it's
okay.
all about Wendy.
You know,
Well, so anyway, I didn't end the story. I'll just tell you quick. What happened was now Winnie gets surgery.
Okay.
surgery?
She got fixed, you know, like the
Oh,
Yeah,
like a
standard.
okay.
yeah,
procedure.
whatever, yeah, right, no big deal, right? So Winnie
She's not on her deathbed.
Winnie,
She's not the sole breadwinner of the house.
if I could have a side-by-side screen of when I came home from the hospital and when Winnie
the
came home,
reaction video.
I came home. I came home and walked to the
She
couch
threw
and
you
sat
some
down.
chips.
Yeah.
There was like balloons, like "Welcome home, Winnie."
Oh, it was amazing, man. It was like Winnie comes home from the hospital and they're surrounded.
Flowers.
Yeah,
People had said flowers.
Yeah, it was crazy, and they're calling people and saying that Winnie's home. She's not the same. You know,
She's just a little different.
Yeah.
But we're all
She
gonna
can't
get
procreate
through.
now.
right.
We're
So
all gonna get through this together,
Right.
like
Right.
a family.
And I was shocked. I'm like, wow, man. I came back. Like 2 weeks ago, I had hernia surgery. Came home. I walked in the front door, sat down on the couch, and never just. I actually.
no, Daddy's home.
Yeah.
Daddy's home.
I was wondering if I get up to go in the kitchen and look in. I didn't even know if we should walk. I'm like, should I get up right now? I want to, I got to take medication and all this crap. So
I
Oh
wanted to
my
say that
God.
two people referred to you as Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
Rob-
I don't really see it.
Is that's a rock star?
Well, Rob Zombie writes music and movies.
Maybe it's the long hair.
no, he's a singer in the band. Right?
Yeah.
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 So two people said
Probably.
Yeah. Referenced you.
But
Yeah.
he does horror flicks.
Oh,
But yeah.
speaking
Yeah,
of
right.
bands, you how did you decide to what's it called? Take care of the band.
These are friends of mine from high school,
Okay.
and I've always been like a roadie. What happened with me with bands? I always wanted to be the singer in a band. That was my biggest thing. But I could sing. I'm not bad at singing. If karaoke's up and you got the words on the screen, I could sing it. But in the band, I had no timing. So I'd be singing during a drum solo. I'd be singing during a guitar solo. I'd start singing like 2 minutes before I should even open my mouth up. So anyway, so I was laughed at off the stage. I had the look to be a rock and roll singer, but I couldn't. No timing. Just like bad, horrible. You gotta see me dance. So I became a roadie. I like being around rock bands, so I became a roadie. Next best thing, I started helping the guys. I'd drive them around. I'd help them set up their equipment, and just being around the rock scene,
Yeah.
And then lie to the girls, and tell them that I'm we're on next.
You just missed us.
Yeah, I'm the keyboard player. You don't see me. I'm in the back. So
No, it's just nice to be part of something,
Yeah.
even if you. So there's a couple of comments about Winnie. Somebody was saying about leaving a sign out when Winnie came home that they left the sign out for Winnie but not for you.
right.
And somebody was saying
Welcome home, Winnie.
that my boyfriend saying his wife made him carry out the trash the night that Joey came home from surgery. No, I don't think they made him do chores. They just were not giving him as much attention as the dog got.
Yeah, I mean, as far as
There was no less chores.
the best,
No, right. You still had to do your quota for the
Your
week.
regular.
The
Your
only
regular
thing,
no
chores.
extra chores.
the only thing that really was the most that I could deal with anything, but I was starving. I'm on the couch. I'm freaking hungry. Man.
Well,
Like,
when
I
you
wasn't.
can't
I wasn't supposed to eat anything because of the surgery and all that kind of crap. So
yeah, because they don't want you having anything too harsh on your system probably.
during the surgery, so I came home and I had nothing. They said you
You had nothing in you. Oh,
Right.
because before you go.
Right.
Right.
So if I ever have surgery again, I'm gonna the couch next to
You'll fill it with snacks.
the couch, the table next to me. I'm
Yeah, you need
gonna
the
put protein
applesauce.
bars in there or something. Yeah. Now I learned my lesson, but what a difference between a dog and a dad.
Yeah.
Well, it's just an animal and a man.
Right.
A puppy and a man. Whatever Michael's saying, and then we'll do the ad real quick.
No. Oh, shoot, the ad. Talk about something else. Johnny was saying, Robin DeVito, well, yeah, Bonnie should ask him all about it. Robin wants to know, doesn't Rob Zombie make horror flicks and have a hot wife?
I don't know
I
about his
don't
hot
know.
wife, but
I don't
yes,
really
he does
know
make,
about-
he does make horror films. We were actually talking about horror films the other night.
Oh, Kristen wants to do like a whole trip,
I know. She's like, who wants to go to this?
and
I forget
she found out
what
it was booked for 2 years straight.
I forget
What's
where she said it was. She said it was Rhode Island, but it was some place that was
It's like a haunted place.
clearly haunted because people had some wicked experiences there in terms of
Ghost things.
dismay when they were alive.
Oh.
And I'm like, I believe in energy so much, and I'm not trying to go where energy was so bad when it was alive that it's still lingering. Like,
Yeah, it's
you
like
know
it's
what I mean?
festering. It's festering, and we're gonna go and have a good
Yeah,
time
like,
there.
let's like go clear our chakras on the beach, Kristen, and then go open up our portals.
Yeah, I'd rather go to
fucking hell.
you know, Atlantic City and you know,
Yeah,
hang out at the pool.
It just seems a little counterproductive to my healing regimen, which is like, let's just try to block as much negativity as possible.
My boyfriend just did a zinger. He comes out with them from time to time. He goes, they had no choice about their dad, but they wanted the dog. Oh,
Well, your wife.
Michael.
No, being married is not a chore, but it's like a fucking choice.
Oh,
And-
Robin says your wife is gorgeous. I met your wife at the governor's Christmas party, so I've met her.
Yeah, no, she's great.
Yeah.
You know, this is just.
This is life.
Well, this is what I.
If you, unless you live alone, you're
Yeah.
gonna hate your roommates.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, well,
they're
yeah.
love of your life.
Yeah, so Michelle's like, now we went to a third topic. We're talking about spirits. That's right.
Yeah,
Don't
all
get
right.
me-
We
don't
don't
get
have-
me-
don't
Don't
kill
get
our
me-
vibe.
Don't get me started on spirits.
All right, real quick.
Okay.
We will do this. And
Yes,
then,
our sponsor.
Okay.
So our sponsor is Keys Love Jewelry, stainless steel jewelry, all nickel and tarnish free. Keys Cutlery, knives, swords, and self-defense equipment. Excellent quality for reasonable prices. Shop online, keyslovejewelry.com, keyscutlery.com. You could visit Lala's Flea Market at 1075 Portion Road in Farmingville, New York. You can call Key at 631-379-1781. They have great jewelry, and they have great self-defense equipment. And we love Key, and go support small businesses now more than ever.
yes.
Okay,
Bonnie
so
said.
that's so everybody. I didn't get a chance to say hi to David Lange. And can everybody please press the share button if you haven't done so already? Press it right now. Share us to groups if you know how to do that. We don't know how to do that. We're trying
I
to.
did share it to some groups.
Good for you. You're doing better than I did. So, do you have any other issues?
Well, okay, so
Issues with the
Issues
dog.
about jealousy?
talking about jealousy. Now, years ago, when we first met, actually,
Yeah.
Because you guys are like high school sweethearts, kind of. You guys have been together forever.
well, yeah, 21 years.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So we
long,
know each
long
other.
enough.
Yeah.
Long enough.
Oh, as far as the fighting, it's not. I always call it's not divorce fighting. It's just like knives and forks in the wrong drawer. You know,
Yeah,
it's not like
it's
serious
just like
stuff. It's
maintenance.
yeah,
It's like
and-
you just
right,
annoy me.
right. But she doesn't. She don't like that. I don't let go of it, and then she doesn't like when I go up on the stage and talk about it either. You know?
Yeah, Glenn's a good sport.
Yeah.
We don't really, but I don't really talk about him nagging so much as just cracking jokes
Right.
on each other.
Right.
You know, I don't really, but yeah, I mean, I guess if I wanted to make it funny, I could, but it would just be about how I'm a psycho and yell too much. That would be the
Years ago, when my kids were little, we actually ended up on an episode of Divorce Court over jealousy.
Oh, you had because you had done some
I
reality
saw
TV.
I saw you on a reality show.
Okay, and what was?
Did you do any other shows besides that? Were you on the Dr. Phil show?
No, it was TJ Jake. You ever seen
Yes,
that was good.
That's the one I saw.
That was awesome.
I saw
what
that.
was your beef, or what was her grounds for divorce,
All right.
or what was going on in that story?
All right, so I'll explain to you. All right, so I'm going to ask you both
Mhm.
to look at the monitor. Oh, no. Can you close your eyes for a second? You promise?
That's
Yes.
right.
No cheating?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what the problem was and why we almost got divorced. Do not open your eyes. Okay, open your eyes.
Hey, girl.
My Lord.
Nice to see you.
That's kind of scary.
Nice to be here. Wow. This is great.
People get upset about Pee Wee, her puppet. This is
Wow.
So that was
Holy
the
crap.
jealousy there.
Well,
Maybe she was jealous of
the
him.
puppet.
yeah. How much do you think Roger cost?
Oh, don't tell him that.
I said $2,000.
No. I'm gonna say under 20 grand, but over 10.
No, actually, you're right. It was about, what'd you say?
True.
Maybe 2,400.
All
But
right, okay.
I was calling this company so much. This puppet, I didn't pick him out.
Yeah.
It was somebody left a deposit on it.
Okay.
Never heard from the guy over almost a year. So he said to me after, I'm like, oh, I really need a puppet. I really want a puppet. He finally said, listen, give me one more time to try to contact this guy. If not, you can have this one for $1,200.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a steal.
So he's not anybody in particular. He's just a person.
He's
not like trying to be
a guy who doesn't have enough money to pick him up, obviously.
That's really creepy. So
I particularly
each one of these
love
features.
it.
See these features?
I want to
Oh my
grab it
God.
out of your hands.
The feature.
I
that's like $600.
I have a fear of dolls.
Watch his eyeballs. Ready?
Do you?
Yeah, I don't like dolls.
Look at his eyes.
You like Pee-wee though? Or
I like
no?
Pee-wee, but Pee-wee is
Oh,
different.
come on.
Pee-wee's a
I'm a
man.
good guy. I'm nice. Hey, give me a break.
He needs a nose job.
Oh, yeah, right.
So, all right. So it's the time or the money that was spent on him, or what?
No, maybe
exactly
because
what's
he
his
was
name?
practicing.
His name's
with it.
Roger.
Oh, Roger.
Roger.
What exactly? I'm sorry.
Roger.
And Roger, what exactly did you do that was grounds for divorce?
Well, what happened was.
Roger, I asked Roger
Oh,
a question.
Oh, jeez. What happened was I cost $1,200.
All right, but that was
in other words, she
steal
thought
in the
she
ventriloquist.
thought the bills should be paid. But what? Hey, Kathy Arnold, we want to say, she goes, folks are scary,
Kathy
Bonnie.
Arnold.
Kathy, we missed you on Monday. And my boyfriend saying that puppet has bigger junk than Joey, and that's why it costs so much. No. And
we don't
Johnny
know,
saying,
actually.
this makes me miss Otto and George. That was a ventriloquist thing, right?
Otto and George was awesome.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's probably Vince Daytona.
So Raj, you're just $1,200. I mean, and then what else were you doing?
Yeah.
That
So
was
why was your wife upset?
horrible. I mean,
Because you had bills to pay and you were paying
did you have
money for
you
the
already
puppet?
had children at this point?
No, oh yeah. So what happened was, instead of getting my daughters,
New shoes,
no, we're supposed to get them
backpacks,
bunk beds. We're saving up to get them bunk beds, and I got the puppet instead.
Yeah, well, whatever, man.
And
Daddy's gotta not kill himself.
we wound it.
And you know what? That's why I don't have kids.
But was it just the money, or did you spend time like practicing with this puppet?
Yeah.
And maybe now you understand it because the time she's spending with the
this
dog
is
is what you did with the puppet.
right now.
I was in front of a mirror
This
every
is
night.
winning.
Hey, how's it
Reincarnated.
going, everybody? Nice to meet you.
This is Winnie and Jacob. Raj need to have a talk. I was going to call him Jacob for some reason.
And he still moves his mouth. Look at it. He's not even a good ventriloquist. He's moving his mouth. That's freaking ridiculous.
And why did you name him Roger?
Roger
That was the name. That's the name from the company.
Oh, that's
yeah,
what he was given?
Yeah, came to my house. His name was
And
Roger.
his birth certificate says. That's what his passport
So
So
says.
where do you keep him? I want to know in your house where
in a
you
suitcase.
keep him.
In a
I'd
suitcase.
lock him up in a closet
He's not
because
allowed to look at
I'd be
anybody.
afraid it would come out and stab me in the night.
When people sleep over, I
He
change where
he wears
Pee-wee
this
is.
at Christmas time.
Oh my
He's an elf at Christmas time.
God.
And then you move him all over the house.
Roger.
During Christmas time,
Stop it.
I dress up as Santa Claus. and
Ah,
I
when
walk
you
around.
have him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
Your
stupid.
mom goes payback. See,
Yes, Mom.
Winnie
What
is
goes
payback.
around- What goes around comes around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Winnie's payback because
Yeah.
I did spend a lot of time practicing. I still move my mouth. The best part about
why don't you just like wear a mask because
Right,
it's COVID, and then there you go.
I'm
No
doing-
one will see
That's
your
really
mouth
why you
move.
got the
I'm
facial
doing a
hair.
show on. I'm doing a
You
show
say you're
Friday.
being extra safe.
Friday morning. I'm doing a show for some kids.
Awesome. And you'll say, I have to wear this mask for COVID. Now you're a perfect ventriloquist. You could say
Hey,
anything.
how's it going? Nice to see you. Holy crap. Look at this guy. He's wearing a mask. What are you, scared of COVID?
You know, so
This is crazy, you know, because
That's creepy.
I love the family. I love everything. And I'm in this freaking suitcase all the time. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
when was
you
the
know.
last time they let you out of the bag?
Forget about it. I mean, Patrick, I used to go do Patrick's parties all the time, and it was fun, a lot of fun. And then, you know, I go home in a suitcase and he forget about me.
Can you charge for an appearance? Is it like a clown or a comic? Like, someone actually will pay money.
Friday I'm doing a show.
It's not to community service.
It's crazy. They pay me. They pay him. It's
Wow.
ridiculous.
All right. Well, 'cause some of us just do it for the love of the game, man.
We've got a lot of comments going on here.
And a lot of us comments just
David Lang says it takes
Holy
time
crap. Nice
get-
to see you.
to get good with a ventriloquist dummy, which
It
is
does.
true.
It does.
Kathy Arnold agrees with me
They come
that they
alive
come
at
alive
night.
at night.
Oh,
There were
wow.
Twilight episodes
But
about
Kathy,
that.
You have a teddy bear.
No, but teddy bears are different. And then my
teddy
and then
bears can't come to life.
no,
okay?
teddy bears are stuffed animals. They're in a different category than puppets. And
Oh,
and then
God.
my boyfriend said, well, at least it's
God.
not a hot girl puppet because that could get weird real
Oh
fast.
my God! My dad always loved having the Barbies in the.
No.
He'd have the Barbies in the shower, and he always would find
Oh,
out,
yeah.
"Yay, baby."
Oh, yeah, because they have the perfect figure. Hi, Gina Conchemi Coffin. How are you? We are talking about jealousy, but it's taken a hard left turn.
Well, not really. We're
She-
coming full circle,
Are
actually, because Winnie, the dog, the new puppy of the
Uh-huh.
house, is taking about as much time as Roger is.
Yes.
Right.
Roger probably
Because he's
still
money
taking time. 'cause
and
he's
time-
reemerging.
Yeah, I know. And Roger's coming back.
He's coming
with a
back.
vengeance.
And now since they're playing with Winnie so much, Roger's back out of the suitcase, and I'm going to start practicing again
yeah,
and bringing him back to the stage. I had him on the stage a few times.
I think Winnie's got to get to know him.
Yeah, oh.
Your mom likes Roger.
All right.
And Nancy Weems says he could
Thanks.
do a whole show with the mask. Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
to like practice
Yeah,
at all
exactly.
now.
Yeah, no, with the mask, definitely. I
You could just always say, even if COVID goes away, you could
That-
say like,
I'm
I
a-
have a fear of, you know, I have a weak immune system, so I must wear this mask, even though
Even though I'm
the-
in impeccable.
right, even though the majority doesn't have to wear it anymore, I still have to wear it. Oh, and Michelle says he has a nice head of hair.
yeah.
Yeah,
He does.
he does.
How old is Roger?
I would say he's about 60.
I have some girls can
Well,
set him
how
up with.
old- what year did you say you got him?
I got him maybe
Ooh.
2010 or something like that. I forget. Yeah, you know.
Okay.
So I bought him, and instead of buying the
Bunk beds.
Yeah.
and you know, I was like a Ralph Cramden back then. I'm like, this is gonna make us money. It's gonna
Yeah,
make us
yeah,
rich.
yeah.
I'm gonna learn how
They're
to do
not
it.
even gonna need bunk
Yeah.
beds because they're gonna have their own separate rooms.
Right.
We're gonna live in a mansion.
I was DJing at the time, and at the time, during dinner when the parents were eating dinner, I'd keep the kids entertained with hula hoop contest, you know, with trivia. I would do all this stuff. I'm like, so this is gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah.
I get all the kids in a circle, right?
Hey, hi, Johnny. How?
Roger's
It
gonna
didn't work
fucking
out so
kill
good.
it.
I have a question
It
about
didn't work
that
out so
because I
good.
worked with little kids.
Kids are
5-year-old.
crying, yeah.
They get
Little rock-
terrified of puppets,
Yeah.
and some of them are terrified of Santa and
Right.
and the Easter Bunny and
Yeah.
all that. You know, like you think kids
I mean,
love it. But
even though I love puppets, he's very strange looking. when you
Yeah.
when you really look at those eyes, it's the eyes.
So one of the funniest things back then was flying to LA to do divorce court, and
yeah, tell us about divorce court.
yeah,
but,
okay, yeah, because Roger
before
was the whole.
before
Roger
you,
was in the suitcase, and they put it through the X-ray machine. The guy's like,
there's
you
a
know,
dead body in there.
Yeah, right.
It does look like it would be a
Yeah, on
person.
an X-ray
So you
machine.
have anything to explain?
Well, yeah, we opened it up, and he was laughing at me and stuff like that.
Oh,
I'm going to divorce court over this puppet.
I want to hear
Yeah.
about divorce court, but Robin makes a good point. Does Roger wear a mask in the pandemic?
I was thinking that on Friday I'm gonna do a mask
Does
on
he
both
have
of
ears?
us.
Yeah, he has ears.
Yeah.
You could actually put
Then
a
I
mask
don't have to
on
worry
him.
about nothing. I don't
But
have
his
to,
nose is so big that I don't know.
Yeah, but that is just funny. It's just comedic
It'd be a funny
relief.
looking-
Yeah.
Oh, so Robin goes, does Roger wear a mask? Does he also wear a condom? Oh, this is
Are you kidding me?
Becoming
I
very.
would never wear one
I
of
don't.
those.
Roger should not procreate.
I would never,
so,
ever,
no.
I don't want to know
I don't.
about
Oh,
anything
that's
that's
disgusting. Yeah.
Right, we don't wanna know about. We don't want to know
Ew.
about Roger. But tell us about divorce court because I watched that.
All right.
That's one of my favorite shows to watch.
So we were having real problems.
I never saw the episode, but I want to hear.
The jealousy is true. It
Yeah.
was, you know, it wasn't just I was practicing with him all the time. All my free time was trying to get good fast. I wanted to get good overnight.
Right,
I didn't have patience, you know. So she'd come home from work. I'd be in the basement practicing in the mirror,
Right.
you know, and then she'd be like, "What the hell? We're gonna go? You know, what's for dinner? You know?"
Yeah, yeah.
And I'd be like, "Just a minute, lady. Give me a break," you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So she thought it was funny at first, and then she's like, enough.
I think she thought I was losing my mind back then.
There was a Twilight episode about that.
That was my Well,
Have you
I was
seen that
doing
one?
this so much that I actually was probably losing my mind.
Well,
You can't be
it's
that
because-
normal.
Well, yeah, because you become
come
the
on.
character. It's like actors. You
Right.
submerge yourself
Right.
into him being in a weird extension of
Yeah.
you.
So,
So she's worried about your mental state.
my mental state.
She,
She thinks-
might grounds for divorce.
Right. And then, then I was trying to do the comedy with the puppet, and I was doing videos, and she was just jealous of everything that had to do with stand-up.
Yeah.
Because it was
Everything-
taking your time away
Yeah,
from
it's
her.
attention.
And I was doing funny videos back then, like Joey Pertoni videos on YouTube.
Mhm.
Like I'd fall off a ladder, putting up Christmas lights or something, just stupid stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And she told the producers of the show about that over the phone.
Who was the judge?
What was her name?
Because they have all these
I'm not gonna
different
remember.
judges now.
I'm not gonna remember.
Judge
her name.
Maybelline, Judge.
Maybe
It was the
bored
original.
with it.
Okay, the original.
I can't remember her name. She was
We'll look
awesome.
at it. We'll Google it after.
She was awesome.
Yeah, I love all of
I
them.
can't remember her name.
All right,
But
so you had been doing videos, and what did she tell the producer about
so
the
she was telling the
videos?
producers at the house about, we didn't have money,
Well-
and we didn't have money for lawyers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't even know if we were gonna get divorced. We were just like fighting.
Right.
So the producer said, all right, well, when you come here, do me a favor, bring some of his videos with you. So she asked me to put videos on a DVD. So on TV, they played the videos of me falling off the ladder and stuff like that. And she was, in the courtroom, she was trying to win the argument, but it didn't work out. Everybody who watched the videos up on the screen were laughing behind me.
They liked the
the judge
videos.
was saying, "What the hell's wrong with that? That's funny, He could be doing much worse stuff than that. So he fell off the ladder. Who cares,
In other
And-
words, you could be like an
yeah,
alcoholic. You could be a drunk. You could
Yeah.
be a gambler.
Yeah,
You could,
you're making gag videos.
Yeah.
You're trying to make people laugh. You're being silly.
So I just want to see, Judge Tyler. The judge's name Tyler.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah.
So
I've seen them all. Somebody goes, I'm watching too many horror movies. Nancy Weems said, Bonnie watches too many horror movies. I haven't watched any lately, but this is not a horror movie. This is just YouTube videos he was doing that had nothing to do with the puppet.
It was because what was happening was she was coming home from work and the lawn wasn't mowed. Nothing. The kids were still coming from daycare. I didn't do anything with them. She's like, "What'd you do all afternoon? Like, what'd you do?"
Yeah.
You know,
they hung
and-
out
Oh,
by
yeah.
themselves.
Yeah. And then she'll
and-
see a video on YouTube that night, or one of her friends will say, "Oh, that video your husband put up is so funny. So you're making videos instead of taking, instead of,
Yeah.
so you're not being a man. You're being like,
Yeah.
So-
Kathy Arnold goes, Bonnie, you're going to get hit in the face with his dick nose. It is big. I don't know if you can see how big his nose is, if it translates in the podcast, but it's about this
The
big.
camera adds
It's
10
about
pounds,
this big.
apparently,
So I wonder if there's a puppet nose job person
Yeah,
that we
right.
could pay somebody get him
I
a
like
nose job.
chisel it off. I don't think he's wooden like Pinocchio. I don't think we could just.
And they were
take him
making
down
references
a
to
notch.
his wood. A lot of Roger, bad Robert. You shouldn't make fun of Roger the puppet. He might come back and haunt you at night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
don't
never
know who
know.
the real
You never
Roger
know.
that never picked him up died,
Oh,
and this is his
right,
spirit.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, stop it. You're
inside.
scaring the hell out of me. Stop.
Have you seen the Chucky movies?
Yes. Yeah.
What do you think of those?
Yeah, it was,
What, they weren't Roger.
Well, Roger's in a suitcase down in the basement, So
Good.
Yeah. So how did you resolve it at divorce court? I mean,
So
did
divorce
she
court-
go just
Yeah. What did the
upset,
lawyers?
or
What did the
she
judge say?
She went in there to attack me. She went in there to be
To
you know,
win.
She,
Yeah,
well,
we're
she had
women.
no,
Come
she
on.
had, but she had no
I'm
doubt.
on her side. I've never even met the woman.
She had no doubt
I'm
that
like, Bill-
she was gonna kick.
Billy, whatever the fuck your name is. Joey, you're in the basement making videos all day. We got 2 grown daughters. Need fucking lunches.
No,
man.
no,
I'm on her side.
Relationships
What are they
do
saying?
fail when one partner thinks that they are holding up too much of the
Right. It's gotta be
responsibilities,
my
and the
cup
other
and
partner is
yours.
not.
All right.
That's why I'm not going to live with anybody or get married again, because then you just get to see them and do what you want with them. and
Have your way with them and then grab
Yeah.
them a fucking Uber.
that's right. And then you Uber them home.
Okay, so back to you.
Sorry. So what
No,
did
We digress.
She thought she was gonna kick my butt on the show.
She thought she
Yeah,
was
yeah,
going to
she
And
did.
I
sway
was-
the audience.
I thought too.
I wasn't there to do anything but tell the story like I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah,
you. I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I was telling the story
your
the same.
version of the truth.
Yeah. And it turned the opposite way, and the judge was like siding with me.
Yeah, he's
The
a
whole audience
talented
was-
artist
Yeah.
trying to work.
Well, she's saying, what's he doing wrong? What's he really doing?
Right, he's not hurting anybody.
not out with
You're
other
not
women.
out driving,
Yeah, he's not with-
drunk
right.
driving or something.
So, unfortunately, on national TV,
She got her hand.
And there was a lot of people back here clapping for me. She's like, I think Joey, he's not such a bad guy,
Yeah.
He's
And they're
like,
like, no, he ain't.
So my wife's just standing
Like,
like this,
boo.
And then when we walked into the back room, I'm like, give him a chance. Come on, give him a chance. He's going to learn how to use me. And then you kids can go to Disney because Disney's expensive, So then, but then when I was on divorce court, I wasn't trying to be a wise guy, but a lot of things came out of my mouth. I was watching it later. Like one of the things was the judge said something to me. And I said, I just want to say that my dad told me a long time ago that women are all the same. Just pick one.
Oh! You said that to the judge in
You
divorce
said that
court?
here again.
What did she say? You were winning, and then you said that, and boom.
Yeah. Well,
That-
it took a step back. But they all laughed. I wasn't trying to be funny, but they all laughed.
No,
Oh
that's
my
what your
Lord.
dad said.
Yeah.
You didn't say it.
Yeah, my dad said it.
Yeah.
So then
That doesn't, just because your dad said doesn't mean, that you say
But
it.
it doesn't mean that you believe it.
when the
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
when the
That's a
episode aired,
loophole.
when it aired on TV, it was kind of funny because right after I said that, they went to the correctional office guy, the officer in the courtroom. They went to his face, an older guy, and he just went, "That wasn't good, man. That wasn't good."
Right. Backpedal.
Yeah. He's like,
Take that
don't
back.
don't go down that path. But yeah, so my wife was jealous of this puppet for years. So in a way, now that she's got Winnie,
This is her
Wait,
payback.
This is
her
my Winnie.
Roger.
This is
Yeah.
payback.
that's how Raj is my Winnie. So now Raj is gonna make more appearances.
Yeah, and you know what?
I'm
I think
back, baby. I'm
really-
back.
I think you should bring Roger
I'm
out every
glad-
time the dog, you get jealous of the
I
dog,
really
right?
think we break ground here. That's what Glenn's uncle says. Whenever we get into good conversations, we break ground here. And I think that I'm glad that you brought up that Winnie was a bit of an issue because it came full circle. You brought Roger tonight.
Yeah.
And we kind of realized,
Yeah.
I mean, and you have been on divorce court and you're still married. You've been married for how long?
21 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
And
crazy.
so how did she feel going back? Because did you fly somewhere for that or was that in New York
We
City?
did.
Where were you?
We flew back, and I just
You were
remember
were you out west?
we were out in L.A.
Yeah, okay.
They
So
flew
how
you
was
to- I always thought Divorce Court was filmed in New
So
York.
how was the trip back
Wow.
after he won?
You know-
She was supposed to have the trophy.
Robin says this is a very funny show. Thank you, Robin.
Yeah,
We're not
this
even
is
trying
real
to be
life.
funny.
This is real life.
Judge Toller, right? For real, like you, right?
Oh,
Like,
yes,
Say you and
Judge,
your husband have a problem.
Judge
Who do you talk to?
Maybelline Toller.
My husband.
Right?
Yeah, Maybelline.
There you go.
No, I'm saying if you and your husband have an argument, who do you talk to?
Oh, usually one of
My
my
shrink.
girlfriends, but my husband.
My wife and I really didn't have anything.
Yeah,
we didn't air our
he
dirty
doesn't talk to anybody about
But
it.
the best part about us going
I'm
out
good.
there and doing the episode, we didn't know where it was going. They were going to pay for lawyers, whatever. You don't know where it's going to go, right? The best part about going out there was that she did side with me, saying he's not such a bad guy, blah,
right,
blah, blah.
right. She did look at it at their
It
angle,
was a great,
new light.
yeah, and the whole place had clapped behind me.
And said, "Oh my God, he's wasting all his time actually making something that's
So
not wasting time."
I just have to read this because this is killing me. Kathy goes, Roger is staring at me. Right through the
Yeah,
TV.
he's gonna get
Oh
you,
my God, Kathy, the eyes are really, they're kind of
Kathy.
scary. They are scary. And look at his nose. Can you see him? I'm going to pick his nose. Ew.
I'm gonna fix his hair. I love him.
I want to give him a buzz cut.
I just love him.
He's kind of Phil Donahue-ish, right?
I don't know. He's just a seasoned man.
yeah, it's like playing the guitar. I play guitar too, but you know, once you pick it up, you can't put it down. So I start off with an audience, and I wound up standing in a room by myself.
Where'd
Yeah.
everybody go? Where'd they all go?
Kathy goes, stop, when you were putting the puppet in the screen. She goes, stop. She goes, oh my God, I'm going to have bad dreams. All right,
Grow
we'll
up,
stop. We'll
Kathy.
stop.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna strangle Roger. I'm gonna go for his neck. I'm gonna go for Roger's neck. All right, you know what? I'm gonna take the big penny. Talk about the
I
first.
know.
I'm
Oh
gonna get
my
out all of my
There's
frustrations.
I'll tell you two quick stories with Roger. Well, first of all, jealousy.
Okay.
Jealousy,
We're
yeah.
even now. The plane ride home, we did talk, and I
Okay.
went to the. I don't know why this happened. I went to the bathroom on the airplane, and when I was in there, I thought about something. I came out and I walked down the lobby, whatever it is, the
Yeah.
aisle back to my seat, and the whole way back, I was thinking, I can't believe I said that on national TV about women all being the same. Just pick one. I'm like, I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
fucking killed myself, man.
Yeah,
I work with 220 women.
Yeah.
Like, how do I get out of that?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
and
men say stupid things all
Well,
the
yeah,
time, so
yeah,
we
but
forgive
Yeah,
them.
now
it hit
that's
you.
on.
It
Yeah.
hit you, like, wait a minute.
And I
But
was
that's
just-
on TV, and it's
It just came out of my
recorded.
head, and
Yeah.
now I said it on TV. So I'm like, maybe they won't air it. So that's kind of the conversation we had for a little while. And the plan, she's like, they're not going to play it. They're going to cut it out.
Oh, they're gonna air
Yeah.
that? Are you kidding me?
But you at least it showed that you recognized it was not okay. Keep
Well,
going.
what saved me though, when it came out on TV, when it was on TV, there's one thing that saved me. Everyone back there laughed.
Yeah.
So it came across as, just being funny. It's like,
Yeah, exactly. Because it was you just being like, my dad always taught you, like, literally just, that's all I
women
know.
are all the same. Just pick one. Ah.
Yeah.
And it's joking. You have the puppet, right? You had the puppet.
I took the puppet out for like not even 30 seconds.
Roger. Got his
She got
minute.
Robin is critiquing. What's his name again?
Roger.
She says Roger.
Roger.
Looks disheveled.
Oh,
Did he just come?
Come
Oh
on.
my God! We have a very dirty
Came
audience here.
out of his
Robin, don't say that.
suitcase.
And
Ah.
Kathy's saying, "Thank God this show wasn't on at midnight." Oh, you know what? Now you have to say
I'm gonna
at
send
midnight.
you pictures
You have to
of
go
him
to the
later.
mirror and say Roger 3 times
Yeah.
in the mirror, and then he comes out. Oh God! And he claws your eyes out, just like in the movies.
Yeah.
Now he's going to have a smoke. That's what my boyfriend said. I guess he's done.
I
He's
get
done
it.
with that.
So,
All right.
but everyone has to have their thing,
Right.
because, or else you become insane. And even
Yes.
parents have to have their own individual.
I'm taking a photo of that.
thing.
after.
Oh yeah, we're totally hanging with Roger after this.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Everyone has to have their individual thing, because the parents, I see like the girls that become so enveloped in their kids' lives that they have no identity anymore. It's like,
Yes,
then their
I agree
kids
with
go
you.
like empty nest, and
Yep,
then they
they have no
get
life
divorced
left.
or don't
Right.
know what to do with themselves because they haven't had a friend
Well-
that isn't a kid's mom or something.
we realized through the years, and even then, come back on the airplane,
Yeah.
that was never the level of divorce. It was just a disagreement. We couldn't figure it out.
Right.
You know,
And
the-
you wanted an
Without look-
outside opinion.
Without
Yeah,
looking
that's
at-
basically what happened.
Without looking
That's
at
what you have
it.
friends for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And she loves comedy, so I'm not gonna say she loves that I do comedy. She loves comedy. At that moment in our lives, it was I wasn't doing stuff I should be doing around the house. I was
Yeah,
working.
yeah,
I was working until 3:00, but I was home 3 hours earlier than her,
Yeah.
and I wasn't
I
doing
get all
anything.
that.
There was-
Yeah,
you know,
so it was like leaving her
I
to
wasn't
all
pulling-
the dishes
Right.
and all the, so you got to carry your
So-
load. So you realize some of that
Right.
stuff.
So it wasn't anti-comedy. It was just
yeah.
not now.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right,
it was
right.
other issues.
Right.
So Kathy Arnold is saying, now I need to leave my house and get a drink when the puppet came at her. Another person said that the puppet reminds him, Johnny said it looks like Glenn Campbell. He does kind of look like Glenn Campbell a little bit.
Right.
And Robin DeVito, they're making friends with each other from our show. They're going to Facebook friend request.
All right, you
But how
guys
much
have
time
fun.
how much time
We
do we
have
have
2
left?
minutes.
So do
Joey,
you wanna
this is
plug
all about
anything?
you.
I was going to say real quick, I almost got my ass kicked once with Roger.
Oh, wow.
Because Roger got in the middle of a boyfriend and girlfriend fighting at a bar.
Wow.
And I was doing karaoke on stage, and I said, "Leave her alone, leave her alone." And the guy, that's $1,200. I had to hide him. I had to
Because
hide
he
him
was
behind
going
the
to strangle
speaker.
the puppet?
Where is that puppet? I'm going to
Well,
fucking
he says he's
kick
gonna
the
smash
shit-
he's gonna smash the shit out of the puppet.
fuck out of
I'm
your
like,
puppet.
it's a fucking puppet. Yeah, but so I had to hide
Puppet
him.
is fucking dead, dude.
I had to hide him and then talk to the guy, and then it was-
Get him in the trunk like someone created a version. That's insane.
so
Paparazzi after all.
I will be. So I'm DJ Joey Pertoni. You can find me on Facebook.
DJ Joey Pertoni.
You can
and the
find
way
me on
we
Facebook.
spell it above, Petroni.
And that's basically what I'm focusing mostly on now.
Okay,
I'm
the
doing
music.
stand up. I'm writing stand up.
Good.
I plan on definitely coming back and doing more stand up. Probably taking classes again. I love the whole atmosphere.
Oh, I love it too. I have a great time.
I look on Facebook. I actually like every comedian. There's not one I'm gonna sit here and say he saw. I
I
actually
like
pull for
comedians
everybody.
on
You're-
stage.
well,
I
you're
might
just
not like
such
them
a
in
nice
person,
guy.
but
But
I
it's
like them all
awesome.
on stage.
If someone's got a problem with Joey Petroni, you're the common
Oh,
denominator.
yeah,
Joey
Joey's
Petroni
fantastic.
is a great guy.
Other than being out of my mind.
This is not, but this is not like a show here. Like there's some
Right.
people who are like, yeah, they turn off the camera. This
Right.
is a little bit of a show.
Right.
But you're not like that.
No.
So the one thing I was gonna say, I wanted to say in the jealousy thing was with,
Yeah.
with the puppet. My theory was, or my explanation for my wife and anybody out there, is that my neighbor has a boat. He trails it down to the Massapequa, down in the water, in Burns Park. He trails it. spends the day out on the water, goes fishing, comes home, puts the boat back in the driveway. That's his hobby.
Yeah.
I don't like calling comedy a hobby because a lot of people hate that.
Right.
But that's what he does with his time.
Right.
And his wife has no problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I said to my wife, is fishing is taking an entire day. Comedy, I go out for 5 hours, 4 hours a night.
Right, exactly.
That's
So
true.
I'm not going to call it a hobby
Absolutely.
because people hate the word hobby.
Yeah, but no, if this
No,
really
like
That's what he
is-
likes to
Jim
do.
Lee and the football.
Right,
How
that's-
many hours do guys
Oh,
play
That's
yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
That's normal, but
But
I mean,
this
is not normal.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
If
'cause
he was
it's
a
a little
if he was a boat,
yeah,
right?
there'd be no
And I could
problem.
go-
Or if he was a television and you were sitting watching football and yelling in front of football, that
Right.
would make sense too.
Right.
And women do get pissed off about that too.
Yeah, that's another thing. Or and now the new thing, which I'm so thankful that my husband was never into. His mom never let him have video games growing up.
Okay.
So he is not good at video games, never wanted to play video games. But so many guys my age,
Hours and hours.
and hours,
Yep.
and their wives are home. It's like, once again, we have how many hours that we're off
Mhm,
together
mhm.
that we're actually at the same time home at our house together.
Yep.
Like, and you're fucking playing video games when we could be watching a movie together,
Right.
reading together
Right.
separately,
Right.
something
Right.
like, I don't know, like.
But last thing, and then we'll give you
Yeah.
the last one. Share the show.
Yes.
Next week we have Jackie the Joke Man.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes.
So that's going to be a really
Jackie's-
cool show.
You guys, man, you guys are awesome. really.
Oh, you are awesome,
Really.
Joey.
Thank you
Really.
guys are
so
awesome.
much for
Honestly,
coming.
Thank you.
It's grown into it just keeps growing.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're wild and free, and we're having nothing but fun.
And
Yeah.
our next show that we're producing is going to be
Oh, that will be 9/13, September 13th. Kathy Arnold was not able to make the last show, so she'll be on that card. And then we said
the
Chris
headliner is
Chris Monty.
Chris Monty. Right.
And we'll release the card shortly because some of the people that showed up are going to have to be on the October
They have
show
to be.
because we had such a good turnout of comics, and that's what we're trying to instill with this little movement here, free comedy shows. To
Yeah,
get
we're trying to get
comics
the
to
comics
support comics.
to understand socialism and not stab each other in the backs. But if you show up, you get to be in a show. And if you were
Get
in a
your
show,
turn.
we'll round robin it. You'll be on a show again.
Yes.
Support your other comics. Don't try to don't be jealous of them. There goes
Exactly.
there we go, full circle.
Here we go.
Don't be jealous of your comics.
I pull for every comic.
You
man.
got it.
I love it.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah,
If
I
you wish
love-
bad on people,
No.
it's going to come back to you.
It does, right?
It really does. It's the I'll say the
Unless
last
they
thing
fuck with you first.
from
I
Then you
don't,
would
but
get a pass.
even that, I get a kick out of all that stuff.
Oh, I don't. I don't like to be picked on.
I don't mind it.
Um,
I could care less, man. At this point in my life. Can I mention one more thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I am
Absolutely.
working with Patrick. I work with Patrick from Pat's Enterprise Recycle.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
He has a recycle program, and I just wanted to maybe plug that.
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
Yes.
So you can find Pat's Enterprise Recycle on YouTube.
Okay.
It's on Instagram and it is on Facebook.
Okay.
You can look him up, Pat's Enterprise Recycle. What he does is he has his own business, and he drives around with his friends, co-workers now, friends.
Yeah.
Well, they were friends, but he hired them.
Yeah.
And they collect cans and bottles from houses. Like, just say you put them in the bin normally.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't have
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So you'd be an account.
Yeah.
And we'd say, okay, Tuesday, 7 o'clock, and they'd be on the driveway. And we
Awesome.
pull up in his van.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and we pick him up. He gets out, and then he goes and puts them in the machines, him and his co-workers.
Yeah.
And Patrick doesn't want to be on camera. He's shy.
He could walk over if he wants.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
have another. We'll have another
Yeah,
time.
we were saying we were going to do another episode where we
Yeah.
can have him on the whole time.
Okay.
and
Pat,
talk
Pat's
about-
here now, but
yeah,
yeah.
Pat's here now, but we were
'Cause
saying because
because
I only
Somebody was like, "Is Patrick a puppet too?" No, he's
No,
not.
No,
He's not a puppet.
Patrick is a real man, and we're actually going to do another episode with
With
Joey and Pat to talk all about this because it's a great little movement
Right.
that they've started.
Yes.
And it's really, what he's doing right now is he's driving around. We're driving around in his van, picking up bottles and cans, returning them, taking whatever it is, $40.
Yeah,
Usually it's like $18, $20.
Yeah, out of time.
Put it in a bag, a little Ziploc bag, and then when it gets like $80, we go and get T-shirts made.
Nice.
Okay, and it says Pat's Enterprise Recycle, and it says we'll beam him up on the bottom.
Mm.
He's a big Star Trek fan.
Yeah.
So Enterprise
Me too.
is the Enterprise, and we'll beam him up.
Oh, okay.
Beam me
See,
up.
I'm not I
Right.
knew the beam me
Love
up,
it.
Scotty, but
Right.
I'm not a Star Trek girl, so I don't know. Enterprise.
I did.
Okay, got it.
So we came up with all that, and his business is booming. He's got a guy down in Long Beach, a good friend of his from preschool.
Oh wow.
Okay, his name's Mitchell. He's down in Long Beach, and he is taking bottles and cans from an entire condo complex.
Oh wow.
So when we pull up, he's got bags
That
and
is
bags
awesome.
and bags.
That's
of,
awesome.
that
Account,
normally-
because that would have just went to the trash.
They normally would go out in the into the recycle bins, but
Yeah,
not and what we did there was we returned them all, and we're gonna get magnets for the sides of his car that say Pat's Enterprise.
Nice,
He's gonna build his business up,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's keeping like him and like 5 of his good buddies.
Employed.
Yeah, and just it's a great business, and he's having a great time doing
That is
it.
awesome. That
Save
is
the
awesome.
planet. Don't they say
Save
save the
the
planet?
Seriously, yeah, no, seriously.
So.
And that's great. And we're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna have Joey back. We're gonna do a whole episode because we talked about it.
Yes.
But I started with 5 mics, down to 3 at the moment. Got to
Okay.
get more.
Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for
And,
sharing the show. And if you didn't share the show, share the show. And we will be back next week with Jackie the Joke Man Martling.
Yes, and jealousy will get you nowhere.
And where's Chris Monty? I'm sorry, Chris Monty.
Chris Monte is our show that we produce at G's Club.
He'll be the headliner on September 13th, G's in West Hempstead.
Because
That is a
Labor
free
Day-
comedy show.
Labor
Because
Day.
Labor Day is the
We
first
do
Monday
the first
of the
Monday of
month.
every
Okay.
month, but when there's a holiday, we don't.
Right.
I'll be
it's-
there. September 13th.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank
Flyer
you,
will be available
everybody.
this weekend.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Oh man.